I present to you Pit Tuba. That was a bit I'm sort of using, sort of not using. So this is a Pit Tuba made by H.N. White. Mid-30s, early 40s. I think it's 35 on this one. 1935, that is. They were designed for a bassist to switch between their upright bass and a tuba in a pit orchestra, hence the name Pit Tuba. Not just because the bell sticks up over top of everybody, it's a real cool instrument. Yes, so 4 string action rotary valves. I had some work done on them by Agave Music in Phoenix, Arizona. Chris did a wonderful job. Got the second valve straightened and everything else realigned. Everything smoothed out. I got oil and got to get rotor oil for once. So the obviously you have 4th slide here. First slide's there, second valve slides in your normal position on your rotary tuba. This thing down here is your 3rd valve slide, so it's got a big 3rd valve slide here, and then it's got another kind of small one tucked in there. Okay, and then your main tuning slide. Everybody loves that one. Again, slides work wonderfully. When I was polishing the instrument, I may have wiped, because second valve's notoriously difficult with polishing, just because of the one loop that it is. I got to reapply some slide grease onto that one. But yes, silver plating. I got most of it. It was pretty tarnished. I got like the major spots, the stuff that you see really. All the inner workings didn't really touch that, and I'm not really worried about it. Just the outer appearance, you know. But it does have a lot of dents. There's some significant flattening on the left side here. There's some dents in the bell. There's scratches. But it is a, 90-year-old instrument, 80-year-old instrument, something like that. I did play this at Thursday's rehearsal for band practice, that is. It plays great, no problems there, but it does play sharp. I know I've seen a couple other tuba players using bits with these. I bugged a gentleman that has one of these, although I think he has the 687, the 11/16 inch bore. This is your larger 3/4 inch or 750 bore. I consider like a 5/4 size, although it is probably close to the 6/4 monster that King made. Your rotary valve monster that a lot of people ooh and ah over. Great instruments, phenomenal. So this is like the step down from my jumbo. So like my jumbo sousaphone is a 13/16 inch bore, which equates out to like 8/12. So the next step down from that is the 12/16, which this is, which is your 3/4, and then your standard bore of 11/16, which most King instruments have, which is 687, 688 inch. So yeah, nice size for this. Yes. So gotta get some bits. We're gonna work on that. I'm gonna get a playing stand, probably a K&M, one of the low student models, the one that raises between like 10 and 14 inches or something like that. As it is now, it's kind of low, especially if I'm sitting up here. It doesn't really work. For rehearsal, it was very tiring. Trying to hold it in place just using my legs, and of course that puts pressure with playing and just not good. So gotta get a stand for this. I thought about getting like a Wenger, one of the old tuba tamers, but those are heavy, which is good, but they're not collapsible. And I don't think I'm going to find an original King Pit Tuba stand. Probably get something like it made, but in the meantime, it'll probably be easy enough just to get a standard, your low student model. What is it, like the 14952 or something, K&M stand. I gotta order one of those. So yes, in the meantime though, we have a wonderful plastic box and a now collapsed cardboard box that keeps shifting. Is a rather heavy instrument. No doubt about that. So yes, let's try playing something. I am, of course, my standard mouthpiece is in the car, which is something in the car. This is a Dr. Young, his updated model. A couple, I don't know, like, let me think, 8 years ago, 9 years ago, I bought this. I use it sometimes. I don't use it sometimes. It's kind of like the extreme from the LM12, where the LM12 is really, really shallow. This is essentially the entire depth of this funnel. That's just there. And then it goes into a straight no bore or no back bore shank. I haven't played for, other than last Thursday's rehearsal, I haven't played for 5, 6 months, maybe? 5 months? 4 months, 5 months? I'm not sure. My last concert was in like October, November, December, January, February, March. So yeah, 5, 6 months, about 6 months. So playing's a little at the moment. There it is. I can never remember how the Washington Post starts out. For some reason, I always want to start on B flat or G in some cases. I don't really know. There it is. can't remember how that goes. But yes, this gives you an idea on how this sounds. Granted, the recording you're hearing is on an iPhone, so audio quality could be questionable. I gotta find some better way to record audio. But this does give you an idea on what this thing looks like, how big it is. It stands 66 inches tall. I believe it is taller than the conductor in the band that I play in. Kind of amusing. There was a joke at the rehearsal about that. But yeah, standing next to it, it is a really tall instrument. I think my jumbo sousaphone is just the only other one that's taller than this, just because the size of the bell just towers above. Again, a very grand appearance. Again, it's very much in the way of H.N. White. It's very, what's the word? Impelling? No, not impressive. It's the other M word that I can't think of. Imposing, that's the word, imposing. Yes, so this is a King, or rather H.N. White King Pit Tuba. It's the model 1280. All of them had 4 valves. This is the larger 3/4 inch bore as opposed to the more standard 789 bore that you see most of these on. And yes, it's again a remarkable instrument. It has about half the wraps, that is the open bugle wrap as a standard B-flat tuba. A music teacher that plays in the band, I believe she is, came up to me and started asking some questions before rehearsal, and I go, she was asking, oh, this looks like a 6/4 instrument. I go, well, the other instrument that I was using, the Holton 345, that's a 6/4 instrument, the size of the branches and whatnot. Even though the bore is, again, 3/4 inch, the 4th valve on that's like 810 something, a very large 4th valve. But again, it's more of an orchestral instrument. This is it is more an orchestral. But this, I think of more like a 5/4. It's not quite a 6/4. If H.N. White ever made a version of its jumbo sousaphone in tuba form, that'd be awesome, but I've never seen it. I don't think anyone's ever made something like that. The valve stroke on that's crazy long. But yes, some questions about it. It's just nobody's ever seen one of these. Nobody knows what it is. Well, I mean, the general populace doesn't know. They see this and just kind of like, oh, that's like, we don't know what this is. Yeah, it's a remarkable instrument, and just like most of the instruments that I have, it wasn't made for very long, probably like 5 or 6 years. 1934, 35 to maybe 1940, just before this, just at World War II about. Just like my jumbo sousaphone, which was made in 25, and was probably only made for 5 or 6 years. Again, it's these weird old instruments that I seem to have a real fondness for. The only downside that I have is the bell on this. It is a recording bell. It is sort of odd to transport. The body fits into the trunk, no problem. The bell kind of just hangs out. A little odd. So eventually when I get an upright bell for this, I may have a bell that will work. It is a H.N. White King bell from 30, also I think a 35. Comes off of a King Monster Symphony tuba with a 689 bore, 3-piston valve. Valves are completely gone. It's just tubing there, essentially, tubing in the casings. But the bell, I think the bell might work. It could be a little too small just because it's a smaller size instrument. If not, I can maybe get Canstall to make me an upright bell. I'm not sure. I'd have to talk with them just because their standard upright bells for the King Monster is probably up in here, I think more in the throat region, given that this is not your usual size of an instrument. Again, it has half the reps. So this would be your bottom bow more than likely. If I'm looking at this correct, it'd probably be right about, I think, right about there would probably be the tenon for the bottom bow, and then it would bend around, and this would probably be one of the inner bows. But yeah, it's like one loop and done. You know, your main tuning slide down here goes up around through the back, around, and it's like there. It's really a very cool instrument. So yes, the next step is to find an upright bell. I have to get a stand for this, little Can-Am stand. It'll work. The student model, it raises it up about 9.5, 10 inches, like the bare minimum that I need. And up to like 14 or 15 inches. Probably not want to go that high just because of chairs and whatnot. It does play sharp. I need to get a set of King bits for this, or Yamaha bits, or really like any kind of bits. King bits would work well, but I don't know if it would be quite the style of this. I might look at like some Jupiter or Yamaha bits, something a little, how can I say this, a little more ornate, you know, because the receiver, just like the overall thing. Oh, well, King bits might work, I'm not sure. In any case, it does play sharp. I have a Jupiter bit down here, it does help. And of course the bits will help with some adjustment with different chair heights and that type of thing. Because they're bits, they adjust. So yes, bits and a playing stand are probably the first thing. And then I'm going to look at getting an upright bell for it. Hopefully find some bell screws. Even though the bell fits in there fine, it's no problem. Yes, but an upright bell will, again, it's not as grandiose in appearance, but I probably won't get the hand as much in rehearsal. And it'll hopefully, you know, fit better with the rest of everything. Not look so weird and not be, well, I mean, weird is good. In any case, yes, so, Pit Tuba, I love this thing. I like all King instruments. Started on a King instrument. It's just, for whatever reason, I keep coming back to them. I've got you know, the King Jumbo, got that. I gotta get that thing out here. Eventually, again, I want to get a smaller 689 or 687, your standard 11/16 bore King tuba. Just complete the package of, you know, your giant jumbo. Then you got your weird Pit Tuba, and then I need like some small. I could probably use that tuba that I have. You know, your standard B flat tuba, something I can just pull out and use on small gigs and whatnot. But this is like phenomenal. I can't say enough good things about this. I've been looking for one of these for a long time, really, really long time. So when I found out about them, I go, oh, that's awesome, gotta find one of those. Never been able to, you know, get one. It was always picked up by someone else, or I didn't have the cash at the time. But yeah, found one of these, fantastic, just fantastic. Yeah, maybe work on some of the dents. But yeah, this is like amazing, amazing. And now, just so that we try, this is a Jupiter bit, a single Jupiter bit, mind you, off of their sousaphones. I have it for, I think I bought it from someone. I think that's still a little sharp. Again, I gotta work on it, but work on playing, that's the issue. Oh wait, no. I know I can go higher, but who cares about it up there? So yes, this is the Pit Tuba. Again, it's a remarkable instrument. It's just a really, really big instrument. It appeals to me. It's just big, weird, giant instruments. So yes, you know, your Pit Tuba, 66 inches tall, you know, rotary valves. I'm going to take a look at the back here. Yeah. So you kind of see what I'm talking about with the one wrap. Well, two, let's say. Well, no, it's like 1 1/2, 1 1/4, 1 1/3. I'm not sure. Yeah. So that's the King Tuba, the King Pit, model 1280, 750 bore. Not sure if it has gold wash in the bell or not. It's very difficult to tell. It is an old instrument, so it could be, it could not. Honestly, couldn't tell you. It looks like it, but it could also be bare brass, or the brass wearing through. It does have a very similar engraving like my tattoo, though not as elaborate as the sousaphone engraving. Although it is, I do like this one a little bit better just because of the shield that's on here. Although again, I haven't seen my back, so I can't entirely be sure anymore. But yes, that's your King Pit Tuba. Hope you like this video. I'm going to try to upload some more as things progress with this, and try to get some better audio. But yeah, that's your King Pit Tuba.